So this is the Fafnir. It is a modded flamer that WarmocK has added into the game. The link will be in the description for this mod, so if you want to pick this up for yourself on PC, then there you go. Now you might be noticing that this looks like just a regular flamer on its own, but there's a little bit of difference you'll see down here in the damage. If I go over a normal flamer, you can see that it does a lot less damage. It's almost double damage for the Fafnir over here. So we'll go ahead and start modifying this one. So obviously the modifications are a little bit different. If you've seen the thumbnail, you can see that this weapon actually looks really cool with all these modifications. So here we are, this is Fafnir's wings, adds superior attack damage and bash damage and improved staggering, so we'll definitely equip that. For the barrels, we've got either the standard long or short barrel, so we'll put on long barrel for increased reach. Hopefully it does something this time. There we go, so this is Fafnir's heart. Superior range, inferior reload time, so it's basically the same as the huge propellant tank, I suppose, so we'll put that on. Next up, we can change the nozzle into the fangs of Fafnir here, or the Fafnir's breath. I like to think that they're fangs because they look like teeth, but here we go. So you get superior damage, critical hits cause targets to flee and suffer additional damage. So obviously this weapon is terrifying to your enemies, which is nice, and will withhold from putting on legendary effects on this now, unless we need them for monsters or anything. As you can see here, it does 274 base damage, which is absolutely leaps and bounds ahead of the regular flamer here. I've done it up with all the damage modifying properties it can. It only reaches 54, whereas Fafnir over here goes to almost 300, so there's a massive damage increase, and it'll be just what we need on a flamer to do actual good damage. A little bit more about the name of this weapon. Fafnir was a son of a dwarf king dude who got cursed and turned into a dragon, and then he died, so obviously you've got a fire breathing monster of a weapon like a dragon. I get it. Let's move on to the slaughter. Okay, so here we are in Gunner's Plaza. Let's go and kill some people. Ah, yes. Very good damage so far. I like this weapon already. This is what the flamer should have been, Bethesda. Do you hear me? We'll make short work of this here private. In fact, let's just bash him to death just to see how much damage we can get. Ooh, very good indeed. We'll make short work of these turrets, and you know what? Let's make someone flee. I'm pretty sure I heard you scream for a second there. What about you, my good man? Are you gonna friggin' run away? Yep. Alright, he's acting aggressive again. Looks like the fleeing effect doesn't last for very long. But it gives you plenty of time to do damage on them with the high damage of this weapon, so it's very good. Yep, and took him out easily. Now we're on to the center point. I have no fear that we'll be in any trouble at all, so we'll just run in like a mad woman. Yeah, like that. Looks like we're having trouble finding this gunner. We'll go back into third person. There we go. I can see flames spitting out from the side in third person. Not sure if that's supposed to happen, but we'll go with it. Seems to be doing just enough damage anyway. She goes down. We'll move on to the lone gunner sitting in here, and then we'll burn them to death. You know, no biggie. Goodbye. Alright. On to the final stretch now. Just 4 more gunners and 2 turrets, and then we'll be out killing some monsters. These guys will definitely be pushovers, because that one's obviously a gunner of the basic variety, so we'll kill him very easily. Probably should have reloaded before rounding the corner, but it won't affect us anyway because the reload is quite fast enough. Dead turret, and you're dead. So there you go, a very, very good weapon for mobbing, and we'll see how we go against monsters now. Alrighty, so we've found Swan. We'll see how fast this big old flamer can cook him. And if we don't make it, we can obviously put a legendary effect on this weapon to make it a bit better. But we'll see how we go first. Let's see if we can burn him. Getting a sneak attack critical may or may not induce the flee effect. I guess it won't because of how Fallout 4 works, but it doesn't hurt to try. Looks like we weren't able to get him to flee. Try regular critical hits. Wait for him to finish his swing. And it looks like... nope, he's not fleeing. My guess that his level is too high for it. If it works a little bit like Skyrim's. Sometimes if the level of the enemy was too high, it just wouldn't work. It's alright, we'll gain our criticals back. Not doing a hell of a lot of damage, and Vet's defense failed us there. Oh well. One thing to note about Flame is that they are incredibly inconsistent. You can see there that I was blatantly hitting him, yet I wasn't getting any hit markers, so probably going for his knees is the best way to go. Looks like we've missed out on the VATS, or the slowdown effect I should say, because we're in VATS. There it is, just in time. Hopefully we'll get a decent amount of damage on him. Okay, he's mutated, which means he's going to hit us harder now, so it's imperative that we use VATS defense. Not getting the damage we want. We might come back with a few more legendary effects. Alrighty, we'll try that again, except this time I've got Furious on Fafnir over here, so this angry dragon is ready to kick some ass. Swan spotted us already. I don't think that'll ever be a problem for us. We'll go into VATS just to avoid that anchor drop, and you can see now that the damage is stacking very fast indeed. Don't think we'll have much of a problem taking him out from here. We'll just try to burn his face, and then there he goes. Tumbles down the hill, so even if the weapon isn't doing it for you damage wise in its regular state, you can pop any legendary effect on it and have a very good, yeah, it'll be very effective against monsters like that. We'll try one more legendary effect on some more monsters. Alright, I've got the explosive effect on Fafnir now, and we'll make this kill on this giant blood bug over here, and then we'll call it a video. Now the trick is here to stay hidden for as long as possible, because this guy hits harder than you'd think. And before he gets too close, it's probably worth it just to hit him in VATS a little bit, because he'll probably two-shot me at this point. So it's definitely worth it getting that damage in while we can. He's all mutated now, and he looks like he's on his last legs, and we'll kill him before he even gets us. Very good. This weapon is very, very, oh, he's big boy, isn't he? It's very, very generous on VATS use. You can actually get heaps of shots on it with VATS, which is really good when it comes to taking down giant beasts who will destroy you without VATS defense. So that was Fafnir, a very mighty, scary flamer indeed. Once again, if you want to get this mod, I'll link it in the description. Special thanks to WarmocK for making this mod. He's a subscriber of mine and always puts out very high quality content, so keep it coming, dude. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.